You guys,
What do you mean?
the reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus's name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Skullface.
Snake, you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
I'm not recording anything. What's this about?
What I'm about to say
As I
stays
record.
between you and me. It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry, real advanced stuff. His area is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Never heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research. But I thought it might be of interest to you. Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff. But I've heard that an American biotech company has successfully cloned a human being. What's more, it happened over 10 years ago. And the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field. His age, where he comes from, that might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's a he. Clark's employer, ATGC, its company motto is embracing your hopes, preserving talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher. Dr. Clark works for ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA. Cypher couldn't function without the communications network DARPA's built. Meaning, Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon. Or at least, the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning. It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information for that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations by cloning you?
All right, enough. I get the idea.
Look, I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
That's rich coming from you.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
You have to believe me.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
Alright. Let's do one more main mission.
Select a mission.
Should have that mission to be able to get quiet into the team.
There's a violent power struggle going on within the contract forces of Africa, the PF that ran security for the Muthinda oil field. Most of their key people are Afrikaners, but naturally for a South African organization, some of its founders are British. Details are sketchy, but apparently the Afrikaners are holding these British personnel for interrogation near Kaziba camp. We've been asked to rescue one of them, a man known as the Viscount. We don't have the Viscount's exact location, but he doesn't speak the Afrikaners' language, Afrikaans. They'll need an interpreter who speaks English in order to interrogate him. Meaning if we tail the interpreter, he'll lead us right to the target. By the way, the contract specifies that it's all right to ignore the other British prisoners. But the final decision is yours, boss.
So can we get the interpreter and finish our mission at the same time? That'd be really nice.
Mission accepted.
Alright, where is this landing me? Say we land over here. Alright. I think we're good here.
Deploying.
Deploy at night. As like a lot of people tend to not prone in this game at all, and it's surprising how proning just conceals you so much in this game. It's nice in a rough situation.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown. They're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
The map has been updated.
All right, here we go.
Sit hom saam met die vrou.
Analysis complete. The map
That's not
has
the
been
target.
updated.
Orders
Analysis
are only the
complete.
Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he receives
Analysis
special treatment,
complete.
but I don't imagine it'll be a
Analysis
problem to
complete.
save the other prisoners too.
Analysis complete.
Let's see.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
It's good to know. Get him, dog. Get him. Sick him, boy.
Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter. But don't extract the interpreter just yet. If he doesn't turn up, they won't be able to do the interrogation. If they then decide the target's no longer any use to them, they won't hesitate to kill him. If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some
Enemy
information.
presence
Seems the
detected.
prisoners
The
aren't
map
held
has
together,
been
and the
updated.
cells and interrogation rooms are separate places.
Nice. Oh. Alright, there's another prisoner up ahead. Another soldier.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete.
This is your last chance.
Die MPLA se voor die kamera.
The MPLA's oilfield rights. Where did you get this information?
I told you. I only know it was an anonymous source.
Dit was 'n anonieme bron.
Moenie my vir 'n poepel vat nie.
You're not fooling anybody.
Ask any of the others. Nobody knows anything.
Hy sê jy moet die ander probeer vra.
O, so het saam 'n storie opgemaak. Dit is hoekom jy nie die Britte kan vertrou nie. Weet jy hoeveel Afrikaners sit onder die hele gelei tydens die Boereoorlog?
You made up a story with the others. You British are all liars. You know how much the Afrikaners suffered because of you in the Boer War.
That wasn't me.
Hy sê dit was nie hy nie.
Maar dit was julle wat ons verraai het.
But it was you that betrayed us.
It wasn't me. It was the Viscount.
Genoeg. As jy niks weet nie, is ons seker klaar nie.
rescue target was behind some kind of plot.
Oh,
Boss, I did some digging, and it seems the target himself gave us this mission through a representative. Obviously, he couldn't contact us directly due to his predicament, but still, something about this Viscount doesn't add up.
okay, dude. Let's extract you.
That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Hey, it's nighttime right now. What a coinky dink.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay. Oh, this could go down real bad. It's a big area.
Analysis complete.
Ooh. Eye specialist.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
There's a prisoner in there. Sounds like there might be a prisoner. I can't tell though.
Prisoner has died.
Boss, one of the prisoners has been killed. But we don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target.
Alright. Will do. Wilco.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Snaking my way in. There's a guy up there. Ooh, there's diamond. Any other diamonds down here? This might be my way in.
Clouds approaching. The map has been updated.
Hopefully no one sees me while I'm doing this.
This is a list of
Intel
prisoner
file
detainment
obtained.
locations.
The map has been updated.
Now that guy did not wake up. Honey shit. Think I'm good to get out of here?
If you run into trouble, give us a call. We may be able to offer some advice.
Oh, that's the interpreter we need.
Caution, rain approaching.
Why is it so far away? Ah, he's getting back into a vehicle, maybe? Trying to figure out what he's doing. Let's go to... Oh. Nighty night, bitch. So many people.
presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis. The map has been updated. Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
There we go.
Analysis complete.
There we go.
Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice. We could sure use that interpreter too. Think you can extract him?
That would be nice.
Mission info
I'll
has
try and
been
do it.
updated. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Buzzguard. No use. Hopefully he doesn't die.
Alright, that's the interpreter extracted. All you need to do now is exfiltrate the hot zone.
We'll try.
Please
Will do.
select a landing zone. The support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Nothing.
Extraction arrived at Mother
Yeah.
Unit function added. Exfiltrated hot zone.
You're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Oh,
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ.
better
Stand by.
just run out of the
Development project
area.
has been added.
Just run out of the area.
And how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Yes. You've been striving for it, but yeah.
Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Alright. Some elites. Alright, so far so good. I think we're one step closer to quiet. Oh, I didn't get...
Side ops list
One of the
updated.
latest missions to come in is
Mission
connected
list
to the Walker
updated.
Gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.
Ah, the stun grenade. Check out the combat deployment.
Please select a mission.
That'll be done in 3 minutes.
Weather will clear shortly.
Technically, I would like a pickup.
Please support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Now we wait. How's the base development going? About an hour left for those. Cool. Buddy development.
Please specify a project.
This is B-Squad.
Excuse
Arriving
me.
shortly at LZ.
Ugh. Let's get that knife.
This is B-Squad. On station at LZ.
Alright. Wrap up this development.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Right. Let's see, what time is it? 4:51? That means Laura's probably gonna be home pretty soon. Thought I heard something outside. Don't know though.
Boss, I need to talk to you about this. Quiet. Can
Ah.
you meet me at her cell here on the base?
We're gonna get quiet.
Whatever's fine. Thanks.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa. When did that start? No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here. They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning. The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the Walker Gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread. Like what? It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend. The nuclear deterrent. Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property? Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks. Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world. So, what is Cypher really up to? Boss, Dwight still hasn't made any moves. It's got me thinking. What? If you took her on a mission, she might break her silence.
You want to let her out?
Sure. Make her no different to the others. Everyone you pick up works for themselves, right?
But her...
I say work with her. See what happens. I wouldn't ask this of anyone but you. On missions, I'll make sure we have someone observing from a distance, and she won't be allowed access to all of the base. As for Miller, well, sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. The best part is, hiding is her specialty. If no one sees her leave the base, the staff will be none the wiser.
And if she gets away?
If that happens, you'll have to take care of her. But I have faith in you, boss. I think Quiet sees something in you.
It's a big risk.
But it's for the good of all of us. And besides, you can't deny her talent. Her unique skills and abilities would give you a hell of an edge out there.
I'll think it over.
How long are we gonna keep that woman here?
You mean Quiet?
My personal feelings aside, she's putting everybody on edge. You should hear the stories. I got sick from just standing guard at her cell. I won't stand on the same platform as that witch. She hit me for no reason.
What is this, a private army or a kindergarten?
The thing is, they're all serious. They're faced with something they don't understand, and a kind of mass hysteria has broken out. I've gotten wind of countless plots to take her out.
There are no grounds for this suspicion whatsoever. Put yourself in her shoes, assuming they see her as a prisoner here. No, even more so, if they do, she deserves to be treated humanely. I always thought our men were a bit more noble-minded, but... Look, I understand this is a stressful line of work, but to make her the scapegoat...
You've got it wrong. Quiet? She's with Cypher. We have men that lost their buddies to her organization.
You could say that about more than just her. Plenty of the men used to fight for another side, but they've all put that aside to work for the boss.
Cypher is different. And if you ask me, the boss is the biggest problem. Why is he protecting her? Some of the guys are starting to suspect him of... I don't agree with keeping her here either.
So what's your move? Throw her out? Kill her? She's our ticket to Cypher, and her physical abilities are outstanding. We could use someone like her.
Don't make me sick.
Her marksmanship, speed, stealth capabilities for a start. Then, there are the other things we've learned. Quiet appears to be able to use both eyes as master eyes simultaneously. That lets her track targets of different focal lengths at once. While looking through the scope with one eye, she can look for new targets with the other. That's why she doesn't need a spotter. She can operate alone, no matter the circumstances.
See, I told you she's a freak. No one would be able to control her.
No, there's one person who could.
Hey, you trying to get the boss killed?
Well, why don't we talk to him? See if he's willing to take her along.
I don't like this.
It's his decision to make. The two of them might even make a good team.
Really doesn't like Quiet. But I think we just got the side ops for that. Alright. Lots of money.
Please select a mission.
There it is. Yeah. We'll do that one real soon. Gotta see if I have to do any other developments.
Please select a mission.
Trying to get a non-lethal sniper that's silent. That way we can really put Quiet to good use. Tanker, yeah, let's do that.
Unit dispatched.
Take about 38 minutes, as another 13 hours, 43 minutes. And development. Any base development I can do? If not, we'll go straight into... Oh, yeah, cool.
Commencing platform construction.
Weapon and items.
Please specify a project.
Anesthesia specialist. Definitely need to get that. Okay. So that's our next step. Look, we can start silencing these weapons. Anyway, I could somehow... Of course not. Can't filter it by price. Okay. There's something that my soldiers can use. That's gonna take 18 minutes, but that's alright. Anything else my soldiers can use? Definitely need a better launcher, but I can't afford them. Damn. Can't upgrade a stun grenade. Dang it. Well, can at least upgrade this. C4 is very useful. So I got a gun, C4 being upgraded.
Please specify a
That's all I can do right now. Alright, let's get back to Mother Base and do this mission.
Please select a landing heading to Mother Base.
Should be very interesting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Good doggo. Looks like Mother Base is slowly building up, which is nice. Alright. Scritches. Wake up.
Thank you, boss.
Hello, hello. Can I pick this up? Hydrant. Probably because of this. So we just...
Yeah, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes.
Ah.
Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English. She never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her. Showers are okay, but she can't be submerged.
Hence the breathing.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
She's okay?
She's okay. She just can't move when she's taking in water. Look. See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never. It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff?
No, the jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen. The GRU had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. Now, we don't think she's contagious, but some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful.
That's what we were aiming for.
Next time you go out, you keep her in mind.
Side op completed.
Yeah. Good dog.
Good dog.
Emblems. Hey, Mega. What you doing?
Boss!
Boss! Boss. Isn't there a shower here? Bitching about the train system in New York City. That typical day in New York. There we go. Now we can do our missions properly with Quiet. They D-Dog second best, but Quiet just can't beat her capabilities. Like, she can literally put a whole entire outpost to sleep by herself. It's amazing. That's why I want to, so I could like just it's just gonna be so good. I just have to get her a non-lethal sniper rifle, which we have, but it's not silenced yet. So that's what I'm wanting to do. Sweet. Alright. Let's manage our staff for a second. We're good to go. Bless you!
Staff assigned.
Alright. Wait, is there actually anything else we can develop? Oh, the buddy system and all that.
Please specify a project.
Oh yeah, Quiet's in here now. Oh, here we go. What do we need? We need Bond to be at 20 so she can use the guilty butterfly. And I also need a sniper rifle that's silent as well. Okay. Bond at 80. We're gonna have to use her on definitely a lot of missions before we can do this.
That woman who doesn't talk that the boss brought back.
No idea. I wonder if she's even human.
Oh yeah, she has this stuff.
Come on, if she isn't human, what is she? Alien?
That's fake blood designed to strike fear into enemies. That's pretty cool. Then we have the silver one. Awestruck.
It's probably technology from that Cypher group. There's no such thing as miracles or supernatural.
Yeah, I forgot about these. Bond level has to be at least 100. Alright.
You're asking the wrong guy.
So she's very lethal right now.
I hear ya.
Look at all these upgrades. I think that's the one that has the most upgrades, is this. Man, it even has a... There's so much shit to it. That's the crazy thing. Oh, a helicopter. We probably are able to do some, we just need more money.
Please specify a project.
Now we just need more money and support unit needs to be up a little bit. Which we are developing more platforms for them, so maybe in about less than an hour. Actually, that was development. Yep, less than an hour, around 40 minutes or so. Actually, oh, wait. We aren't? Oh, I went with combat unit, and then we can put more into that. Our R&D will get its third platform pretty soon. That way we can process more materials. And yeah, let's just get a mission going. Cool.
Vince the Goat.
Vince the Goat. Is that my wrestler name?
Select landing zone.
Or is that my secret ops name? The last thing is here is bah, right behind their ear.
See what I did there? 'Cause you have a goatee. Ha, ha, ha.
Ha ha, ha ha ha.
Weather surveillance indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky. Got it.
Does he sense quiet? He senses her.
Quiet? Where does she think she's going?
You want to head out with the boss?
That'll be the day.
I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout. Well suited for a clandestine op. Which is more than I can say for the others.
There's nothing damn fine about this thing.
Here.
Such a good ass, badass revolver.
Blades.
Wait a minute, that thing costs a lot of money.
She can see each individual blade. And her depth perception.